Blitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with Bet Blitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Great day yesterday, sweeping all of our plays. But today's a new day and we are looking to set you up again with some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Now, in our last video, we did have a like goal, and you guys absolutely crushed it. So, as promised, we will be dropping a bonus pick for you guys at the end of this video. So, make sure you're staying tuned to the end of this video for that extra bonus pick. And if you would like a bonus pick in our next video, we are challenging you to get this video above 200 likes. And if you do that, we will be dropping bonus picks again for our fourth consecutive video. So, take a moment and hit that like button. And also do us a favor by hitting the hype button as well. We really appreciate it if you guys can do that for us as well. Hit that hype button. We really do appreciate all your support. And if you guys would like picks or even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. Today we will be getting into the NBA's Friday slate of games, so again, take a moment and hit that like button. If this video gets above 200 likes, we will be dropping bonus picks for you guys in our next video. Now for our first pick, we'll be under the points plus assists tab, and this time we'll be taking Tyrese Maxey for more than 37.5 points plus assist. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, click our link in the description below to gain a free 7-day trial. We see that this aligned Tyrese Maxey has exceeded in just 3 of his last 10 games, so this may come as a bit of a surprise to you. However, this is a line that this season Tyrese Maxey has actually exceeded in 3 of the 4 games he's played, going well above this line in his last 2 games. And this is mostly due to the injury of Joel Embiid, while not being injured, but on a minutes restriction for Joel Embiid due to the many injuries he has suffered during his career, really, and especially last season. So Maxey has had a lot more scoring opportunity, really slipping into that number 1 scoring option for the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, Tyrese Maxey and the Philadelphia 76ers will be facing off against a Boston Celtics defense that has been pretty solid overall, not allowing too many points or assists from their opponents overall, but still a fair share amount. And when it comes to defending against the opponent point guard position specifically, they are again not giving up too many points, but still are giving up a fair share amount of assists and are overall giving up enough scoring opportunity and playmaking opportunity for Tyrese Maxey to have the over on this line. Here's the Celtics defensive numbers against opponent shooting guards for those of you who want to see that as well. Again, giving up plenty of points as well as assists to the position. So overall, coming into this game, we do like Tyrese Maxey to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, we do see that Tyrese Maxey is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, right around 39 minutes per game, going well above that 40-minute mark in his last 4 games. And while we would like to see Maxey be a little bit more efficient from the field over his last 10 games, just 40% field goal shooting, he still is getting up plenty of attempts per game, over 20 per game over his last 10 games. And as of late, shooting a much better percentage from the field, closer to that 50% field goal shooting that we like to see. And overall, still shooting very solidly from behind the arc, 35% from 3 over his last 10 games. And one of the things we really do like about Maxey is his high ability to play make over his last 10 games, 13 potential assists per game. So coming into this game, we do like Tyrese Maxey to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. Now in his career, Tyrese Maxey has been a solid scorer as well as playmaker this season, off to a very hot start, near 38 points per game and over 8 assists. And with this game being the first game of the NBA Cup for the NBA, all these games on the slate today will be NBA Cup games. We are expecting Tyrese Maxey to come out a lot more aggressive, get more playing time, and for him ultimately to reach his line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Tyrese Maxey for more than 37.5 points plus assist. Now for our next play, we'll be headed over to the rebounds plus assists tab, and this time we'll be selecting Derrick White for less than 9.5 rebounds plus assists. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this aligned Derrick White has actually failed to exceed in 8 of his last 10 games, including in 4 of his last 5 games he played this season. as well as in 3 of his last 5 matchups versus the Philadelphia 76ers, he has fallen below this line. Additionally, this is a line that last season Derrick White fell below in over 55% of the games he played, including the regular season and playoffs. Now, Derrick White and the Boston Celtics will be facing off against a Philadelphia 76ers defense that this season has been pretty average overall when it comes to defending against their opponents' rebounds plus assists, giving up a fair share amount of rebounds and assists to their opponents overall. However, when it comes to defending against the opponent's shooting guard position specifically, they are a lot much better defensively, not allowing too many rebounds or assists to the position. Here's the Sixers' defensive numbers against opponent point guards for those of you who want to see that as well. But overall, coming into this game, we do not expect Derrick White to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Derrick White is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, near 36 minutes per game. However, his minutes have not necessarily translated to an increase in his overall PRA total, again falling below this line in 4 of the last 5 games he played this season. Additionally, while on his career, Derrick White has been a solid contributor. This season, again, he's not gotten off to a great start with his rebounding as well as playmaking, just under 4 rebounds per game and right around 4.5 assists, which for a guard isn't that great. So overall, coming into this game, we do not like Derrick White to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Derrick White for less than 9.5 rebounds plus assist. Now, for those of you guys who are wisely making picks with Underdog as well, we want to share with you a couple of plays that we thought had a great chance of hitting, and that is Pascal Siakam for lower than 0.5 double-doubles, as well as Nikola Vucevic for higher than 0.5 double-doubles. And if you guys like making picks on the traditional PRA stats, but also want to have access to making picks on whether or not you think players can get double-doubles or triple-doubles, click our link in the description below and sign up for Underdog using code BETBLITZ. Because when you do, you'll receive a free pick as well as up to $1,000 in bonus cash. And right now, Underdog has been going absolutely insane with all their free picks, discounted player props, and promotions that they are giving. In fact, right now they are giving a nice little promotion where they will give you an additional $100 in bonus cash after you play 5. So again, if you aren't already on Underdog, sign up using code BETBLITZ, claim your free pick and bonus cash, and trust us, your profits will increase. Now for our next play, we'll be under the PRA tab, and this time we'll be selecting Luka Doncic for less than 48.5 PRA. Now for those of you guys who are wondering whether or not Luka Doncic will actually play in this game, he has been unexpectedly upgraded to questionable for this game after missing his last 3 games. And coming into this game again, with this being the first game of the NBA Cup, we do like Luka Doncic to play this game. We are expecting him to get back on the court for the Lakers and to do his best to try to ensure that the Lakers get their first win of this NBA tournament. Additionally, taking a look here at his last 10 games, we see that this line Luka Doncic has actually failed to exceed in 5 of his last 10 games, as well as a line he's failed to exceed in 75% of his last 20 games. And a line that last season he's failed to exceed in over 73% of the games he played. And although Luka Doncic has gotten off to a hot start so far this season through his first 2 games, dropping over 40 points in those 2 games, with him missing the last 3 games, and with the excellent play of Austin Reeves so far, we are expecting the Lakers to have the ball in Reeves' hands a lot more, especially with Luka coming off this injury and with him having a hand-related issue, which could really limit his scoring as well as playmaking ability. Now, Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers will be facing off against a Memphis Grizzlies defense that this season has not been very good overall when it comes to defending their opponents, giving up a fair share of PRA total to their opponents overall. However, when it comes to defending against the opponent point guard position specifically, the Grizzlies have been a lot much better defensively, not allowing too much PRA total from their opponents overall. And again, coming into this game, with Doncic missing his last few games, and with the excellent play of Austin Reeves, we are expecting both Doncic scoring as well as playmaking to take a bit of a hit, and ultimately for him to fall below his line. Now taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Luka Doncic has gotten a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, over 38 minutes per game. And coming off injury, while we aren't expecting Luka Doncic to be on any minutes restriction, we don't expect the Lakers to run him into the ground, especially early on this season and coming back from a 3-game absence. Though on his career, Luka Doncic has been solid across the board this season, off to a very hot start, 46 points per game, 11 rebounds, and over 8 assists. But again, this is through 2 games, and with him coming back after a extended absence. We are expecting his numbers to go back a lot closer to the mean, and ultimately in his first game back for him to fall below this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Luka Doncic for less than 48.5 PRA. Alright, those are our picks for today, and again, remember to stay tuned to the end of this video for that extra bonus pick. And again, if you guys would like a bonus pick in our next video for our 4th consecutive video, we are challenging you to get this video above 200 likes, and if you do that, you will see another bonus pick in our next video. And also do us a quick favor by hitting the hype button down below. We really do appreciate all of your support. And if you guys would like even more picks, click our link in the description below and sign up for the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ, so go give them a look. Alright, now for our bonus pick, and this time we'll be headed over to the points tab where we'll be selecting Jalen Brunson for more than 25.5 points. Now we know Jalen Brunson has been a bit of a banned player on many of your guys' list, so we were a bit hesitant to choose him. However, this is the first time we will be selecting Jalen Brunson for this season, and hopefully we get off to a better start with him. And taking a quick look here at this line, we see this is a line Jalen Brunson has actually exceeded in 7 of his last 10 games, including in 3 of the 4 games he's played this season. Additionally, this line Brunson has exceeded in 65% of his last 20 games, and a line that last season Jalen Brunson exceeded in over 50% of his games he played, including the regular season and the playoffs. Now, Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks will be facing off against a Chicago Bulls defense that this season has been pretty solid overall when it comes to defending against their opponent's scoring. Top 6 in the NBA, not allowing too many points overall from their opponents. However, when it comes to defending against opponent guards, they are giving up a fair share amount of points to the position. Here's the Bulls' defensive numbers against opponent shooting guards for those of you who want to see that as well. But overall, we do expect Jalen Brunson to have enough opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see Jalen Brunson is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, over 35 minutes per game. And one of the things we do like about Brunson is his high efficiency from the field, despite his high number of attempts per game, over 21 attempts per game over his last 10 games, shooting a solid 50% from the field. We would like his 3-point shooting to be a lot better, but still solid nonetheless, 33% on over 7 attempts per game. Where Brunson excels is getting to the line, over 8 attempts per game, shooting a very impressive 90% from the strike over his last 10 games. So coming into this game, we do like Jalen Brunson to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. Now in his career, Jalen Brunson is a phenomenal scorer this season, off to a very hot start, near 32 points per game over the course of these first 4 games. And again, coming into this game, with it being the first game of the NBA Cup, we do expect Jalen Brunson to get a lot of minutes and for him to have plenty of scoring opportunity for him to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Jalen Brunson for more than 25.5 points. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, let us know down in the comment section below which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, and any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.